Hello, thank you for joining the presentation on the final selection of the Capstone project for the third category databases. My name is Pushpa Lakshman, and in this video, I will assess the current code and make improvements to a project that I completed during my computer science program. This project is a CS340 client-server development. Looking into the reviewing the existing code and this functionality, let me give you a brief introduction of this project. The goal of this project was to develop a full-based web application dashboard that connects with a MongoDB database to display and filter the information pertaining to the animal rescues. And Here in the through the MongoDB, we are able to manage the data by building the CRUD operations. As you can see, we are creating the create method, read method, update method, and the delete method. The system will offer the user functionality such as adding, accessing the animal records, updating the animal information, and even deleting the animal entry. Giving a brief about the system, you can see that this is an integrated MongoDB database powers the dashboard. For the data visualization, the dash and the plotty are utilized. Dash provides the user interface and the MongoDB handles the database. And as you can see, this is a Jupyter notebook that serves as a testing tool for running this web application. Apart from that, we provide the data based on the filters used by the users, like as you can see here, like on the water rescue or the mountain rescue or the disaster rescue, or if they want to filter type to reset. As you can see, here we are providing the maps that show the location of the dogs and a pie chart that shows the breakdown. In this example, you can see that our CRUD operations are being handled by the Python CRUD module. During my project, this application was developed in the Aporto Virtual Lab. This is a university remote desktop platform. In this program, the animal shelter CRUD module file is imported. And using the dash components, it displays the interactive charts and different filter data based on the selection of the user. You can see there is a data table and the pie chart to help the user to have an interactive based web application. If we move on to reviewing through the checklist, I noticed it has some structural issues, like the code is not been complete and correctly implemented. Apart from that, it is not very well structured and consistent in the style. It has also the memory issues, and the modules are excessively complex, so it definitely need to be restructured. Apart from that, the code also has some defensive programming, like there are no indexes and no exception handling, and the imported data and the input arguments are not tested, so there is no proper input validation. So moving on to my enhancement plan. Although this original system functions well, but I believe that with a large data sets, it can lead to the performance challenges and increased memory usage. One of the enhancement I aim to make to this code involves adding extra database functionalities and a more effective data retrieval strategy. To achieve this improvement, I plan to utilize the advanced features of the MongoDB, such as creating the indexes on frequently queried fields like the age, animal ID, and the type or the color. This will provide efficient methods to the database to quickly locate data without having to scan the entire table, enabling the significant horizontal scalability without requiring modifications to the application logic. Apart from that, as I said, there is no validation being performed on the data that has been entered into the database. So this would be my second enhancement, implementing the strict input validation. And the last, when a database query retrieves a significant number of rows on or a large data set, the result must be sent over to the network, and this can create a bottleneck if the network connection is slow, and in case the client application is not equipped to manage such large streams. Therefore, by utilizing the aggregation pipeline, I intend to perform the operations entirely within the database, thereby eliminating the need for the network transfer of extensive result sets. This constitutes my third improvement for the project. Moving on to the course outcomes, the planned enhancement for this CS340 client server development project aligns with the following course outcomes. Here the course outcome number 3, design and evaluate computing solutions that solve a given problem using algorithmic principles and computer science practices and standards appropriate to its solution while managing the trade-offs involved in design choices. This improvement includes the indexing and aggregation, leveraging the algorithmic principles to boost performance. My decision to implement indexes and utilize the pipelines for aggregation guarantees that scalability is maintained. The next course outcome is number 4, demonstrate an ability to use well-founded and innovative techniques, skills, and tools in computing practices for the purpose of implementing computer solutions that deliver value and accomplish industry-specific goals. My enhancement makes use of the Mongo database advanced capabilities, including indexing and aggregation, to boost the functionality and the performance of the database. With these improvements, the web application provides a real-time data processing, providing useful and valuable solutions for the animal rescue. The last course outcome is number 5, develop a security mindset that anticipates adversarial exploits in software architecture and designs to expose potential vulnerabilities. Through the implementation of the input validation, I aim to reduce the possible security threats like the incorrect data entry while preserving the system's integrity and safety. I thereby conclude my Capstone project. Thank you.